Hey coin collectors and history lovers! Welcome back to Old Charles, the place where every coin has a story. Today, we're diving into the rich history, design, and value of the 2005 United States California State Quarter, a coin that represents one of the most iconic states in America. So if you've ever found this quarter in your pocket change, or you're curious if it's worth more than 25 cents, stick around, because this coin might surprise you. The California State Quarter was released on January 31, 2005, as part of the 50 State Quarters program by the United States Mint. This special program ran from 1999 to 2008, releasing 5 quarters each year, each one honoring a different U.S. state. California's coin was the 31 St. Quarter in the series. And what better way to honor California than to feature the legendary John Muir, the towering Yosemite Valley, and the magnificent California condor, one of North America's rarest birds. John Muir was a Scottish-American naturalist and conservationist. He played a vital role in preserving the Yosemite wilderness and helped found the Sierra Club. This coin celebrates not only California's natural beauty but also the environmental movement that started with Muir's passionate advocacy. The reverse design of the coin, created by artist Don Everhart, features John Muir standing with a walking stick, a giant sequoia tree, and Yosemite's half-dome in the background. A California condor soaring above. The inscriptions include California, 1850, the year California became a state, John Muir, Yosemite Valley, and of course, E Pluribus Unum, with the year 2005. The obverse side, as always in this series, features George Washington's portrait, designed by John Flanagan. Metal, copper nickel-clad, diameter, 24.3 mm, weight, 5.67 grams. Edge. Read it. Let's look at the mintage numbers. Philadelphia, P. Over 257 million coins. Denver, D. Around 263 million coins. San Francisco, S. Clad proof, about 3.3 million. San Francisco, S. Silver proof, roughly 1.7 million. That's a lot of quarters. So yes, these coins are very common in circulation. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much is the 2005 California quarter worth today? In circulated condition, most California quarters are still worth just 25 cents. These coins were minted in the hundreds of millions, so they're very common. But in uncirculated or special conditions, you can find higher values. Value, $2 to $5 each. Value, $8 to $15 plus, depending on silver prices and condition. Rare errors can boost value a lot. Watch for double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, missing clad layer, Some of these errors have sold for $50 to $250 or more at auctions. Here are a few collector tips. If you're saving California quarters, always check for sharp details and luster. Uncirculated coins shine differently than worn ones. Keep an eye on coin rolls from banks. You can still find nice examples. Use a magnifying glass to check for errors or doubling in the lettering. Store valuable pieces in coin flips or holders to avoid scratches. So, is the 2005 California quarter rare? Not exactly, but it's a beautiful piece of American coinage and a must-have for any 50 State Quarters collection. Let's explore the fascinating history behind the 2005 California State Quarter, a coin that doesn't just represent 25 cents, but the spirit and legacy of the Golden State. Back in 1997, the U.S. Congress passed the 50 State Quarters Program Act, leading to one of the most popular coin series in American history. Starting in 1999, each of the 50 U.S. states would be honored with a unique quarter, issued in the order that the states joined the Union. California became the 31st state in the United States on September 9, 1850, during the rapid westward expansion fueled by the California Gold Rush. Because of this, California's quarter was the 31st released in the series, minted and circulated in early 2005. The coin honors John Muir, one of the most influential naturalists and environmental thinkers in American history. Born in 1838, Muir immigrated from Scotland to the U.S. and later became the father of the modern conservation movement. His deep love for the Yosemite Valley led to his lifelong fight to preserve California's wild places. Also featured on the coin is the California condor, one of the world's rarest birds and a powerful symbol of wildlife conservation. Once nearly extinct, the condor's recovery has become a major environmental success story, another nod to Muir's legacy. The quarter's reverse design beautifully captures this essence. John Muir looking out over Yosemite Valley, the sequoia trees behind him, and a soaring condor above. It was designed by Don Everhart, a talented sculptor and engraver at the U.S. Mint. By the time this quarter was released, the 50-state quarters program had already become one of the most successful coin collecting efforts in U.S. history. Millions of Americans began collecting the quarters, and it sparked new interest in U.S. numismatics, especially among young collectors. Oh, when you hold a 2005 California quarter, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a miniature piece of art, packed with history, nature, and pride for one of America's most iconic states. Now let's talk about a super important factor that affects the value of any coin: its condition. What does condition mean in coin collecting? Condition refers to the amount of wear and tear a coin has experienced. A coin that has been in circulation, passed through hundreds of hands, will often show scratches, discoloration, or faded details. Meanwhile, a coin that has been carefully preserved or never used in commerce can look almost brand new. Collectors and professionals use the Sheldon grading scale, which ranks coins from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. Let's break it down with examples for the California quarter: perfect or near-perfect coin. No visible marks, even under magnification. Rare for California quarters. Value $30 to $100 plus, depending on market demand. These were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and planchets, giving them a mirror-like surface. Made of 90% silver with stunning contrast between frosted design and mirrored background. Value $8 to $15 plus, depending on silver prices. To protect your coins and preserve their condition, handle them by the edges. Only store them in coin holders or flips. Avoid cleaning coins; it can destroy their value. Keep them in a cool, dry place away from air and moisture. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. Two California quarters might look similar, but a small scratch or a dull finish can make a big difference in value. If you've got a shiny, uncirculated 2005 California quarter, especially with no marks, it's worth holding on to. While most of these coins are very common and easy to find, their value depends heavily on mint mark condition and whether you have a special error or proof coin. Let's break it down. These coins were minted in huge quantities, over 520 million total, between Philadelphia and Denver, so they're not rare in worn condition. Now, if you have a brilliant, uncirculated California quarter, one that was never used and still has its original luster, here's what you can expect. These prices can vary depending on demand and where you're selling: coin dealers, auctions, or online marketplaces. Proof coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint, S, and made only for collectors. They were never meant for circulation and come in two types. If you have a proof quarter with a mirror-like background and frosted design, check the edge. Silver proofs will have a solid silver edge, while clad ones show a copper line. Some California quarters have minting errors which can make them very valuable to collectors. Look out for missing clad layer. Coin appears reddish or copper-colored on one side. Value $100 to $300 plus. Always inspect both sides carefully with a magnifying glass. Rare errors often hide in plain sight. So while most 2005 California quarters are only worth face value, finding one in perfect condition or spotting a rare error could mean big bucks. And remember, every coin has more value when it's part of a story, and this one tells the story of John Muir, Yosemite, and the spirit of California. Check your change, search those coin rolls, and who knows, you might just find a small piece of treasure.